We got a phone call on Monday morning
With that one phone call, your whole life changes.
saying that Daryl had died during the night of suicide.
It was like in a split second, the world had changed.
I guess I felt like initially I had failed.
More than 90 to 95% of suicides are associated with one of 5 major psychiatric illnesses.
Suicide had never occurred in the family.
That was the disappointment in my life, that I couldn't fix it. I was helpless.
So I think most people haven't a clue, most doctors haven't a clue, how common depression is.
This affected my relationship with the family.
For that family, their life was never going to be the same again.
I don't think my kids got the support that they needed during that time.
Why didn't she just hold on? Didn't she realize that there were people that cared about her who were looking on?
There are no answers for many hurts in life.
It probably took about 3 years before I could clear my mind of constantly thinking about it.
So I was angry at Matt.
I was angry.
I was angry at God.
I stayed angry for years.
And I was angry at myself. And that all ties into guilt.
Suicide is the second leading cause of death in college students.
One of the problems with suicide is there's such a stigma attached to it.
So many of the people who die of suicide, it's never even talked about.
A lot of times people can't talk about death, especially suicide.
As I was keeping it to myself, it was eating up at me.
So then they're carrying a deep, dark secret.
I kept hearing this voice, sooner or later, you're going to have to let this out.
There is a way through grief, through this tragedy, to heal, to find faith.
You just have to talk about it. I think that's probably the most important thing. You've got to get it out of your system.
We went to our first meeting about suicide was almost a year and a half after Matthew died.
I'm a gardener. And right after Matthew died, all I could see for a long time were the weeds. I can finally go outdoors and see the flowers.
Fierce Goodbye, an inside look at the aftermath of suicide from families who've been there.